Hello everyone and anyone, so I just want to make this video and keep it short, so I'll try not to get off topic. So, as the title of this video implies, Halo Infinite needs to be infinitely playable. Why do I think this? Well, it's all in the name of the game, obviously. Now with that, with what I'm wanting them to do, should they do it, I'm expecting the price of the game to be a little higher, or maybe this will be a DLC thing, although I don't want it to be. I don't want DLC, microtransactions, loot boxes, anything like that, and I don't think that they should do Halo Infinite like they did Halo 5, claiming this is a game for service or something like that, where they did certain game modes that you could play at one point in time, and then they'll take that off and then throw a different one in for you. I've found that very irritating with Halo 5, and I hope they don't do it again with Halo Infinite. So a lot of people, including myself, is for 343i to allow enemies in Forge, AI enemies, of course. I also believe that people want AI allies, but I'm not sure about that. I know I do. What I would like to see is a mission system implemented. By that, I mean allow people to make their own campaign-like missions that they can share with the community. I know if they put the system into play, I'd be creating an entire campaign of my own that'd hopefully be lore-friendly, but I guess we'll have to see if it is when Infinite comes out, and if they do this system that I'm wanting. Another thing I would like to see is playable elites. Now, there's a reason for that, and I mean, a lot of people want to see it again. But I also want playable Marines and ODSTs. Oh, and also playable Insurrectionists. You might be thinking, that wouldn't be balanced for online multiplayer. But I'm not talking about the PvP aspect. I'm more talking about the mission system that I just referred to. Because then you can change things up a bit and play as the Covenant, which I personally think would be fun as hell to play as the antagonists of the main story. I also mentioned playable Marines for this system. I just think it'd be fun and cool to play as the little guy that you saw in the main story of Halo as well. And of course ODSTs for good measure, and Insurrectionists just because I think that'd be fun to, battle it out, human against human, make your own missions. I think that'd be a really cool system that they could do, and that would definitely help with infinite replayability. Not that I can talk. I almost messed up the word replayability, which is why I restarted the word infinite. Fuck. I'm not going off a script, so this is kind of hard for me to do everything out. Another system which would be fairly simple is the difficulty system, which they already have set up for their campaign missions. So I'm just saying that they allow for people to decide the difficulty they go in to community shared games or missions. Which I think would be fairly simple since I already have it for the campaign missions. And let's see, they could add some AIs like brutes, drones, elites, jackals, hunters, grunts, all the Prometheans, human forces that we've seen in the multiple games, including Spartans, and also insurrectionists, just to fight or ally with, Now, I'd also like to see some others, but that was just some examples that I have right off the top of my head. I'd also like to see a voice on command system to get along with it. To go along with it. Fuck, I said get along with it. But to go along with it, I'd like to see that kind of system. Now, that kind of system is basically just where you set a voice line for an AI character that they will say later in that mission or at a specific time in that mission. Maybe allow it for the player to put his own voice into that character, or put one of their friends' voices into that character, Just record a person's voice in-game while you're together with friends or something, and there you go. I don't know. I don't think that would be too hard to do, but what I do know, I've Well, I don't think that'd be hard to do, but at the same time, I don't know because I've never worked on a game before. AI interaction would be important, of course. I would love to see AIs have the ability to interact with one another in a human like way. It'd be nice to watch and allow for possibly hilarious and entertaining times during these fan made missions. Let's see. But I don't think cutscenes will be a thing for these fan made missions, just because that'd be asking way too much from 343i. If they do end up like maybe doing an update, that'd be pretty cool later on, but I wouldn't expect it should they start this mission system that I'm wanting. This might take them more time, but maybe everything might take them more time. I don't know. Uh, for the missions that they do, they could implement a player count, allow for people to choose the recommended number of players for their created missions, or allow them to set a max number of players. So maybe, hey, you don't want to do like how 343i does it, and just go 4 people is the most you can do. Let's say you want to do a full group of 16 friends. Go for it. Say, hey, you can do that if you want. Battle scenarios allow players to create battles for them to maybe just watch, and relax. There's a lot of there's a lot that can be done from this, and a lot of people would probably just like to sit back and maybe watch a kick-ass fight scene instead of getting stressed and pissed off from difficult PvP games. Again, using much of the same systems I already talked about, of course. Uh, as I said towards the start of this recording, I think I said it. If I didn't say it, I'll just add it in a photo into the video. But as I said at the start, I don't expect any of this from 343, and neither should you. These are just some cool ideas that I had. I wanted to keep this video short, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I have a few more ideas, but I'll just keep them to myself. Anyways, I hope everyone had a good day, and take care.